The Earth we stand on today was not always like this. The planet we know now feels stable, balanced, and mostly safe for human life. But if we travel back millions of years into the past, we discover a world that was far more dangerous, far more extreme, and far less forgiving. 60 million years ago, Earth was not a place designed for humans. It was a planet ruled by heat, humidity, and survival. The ground was soaked with water, the air was thick and heavy, and life existed under constant pressure. Every step meant danger, and every shadow could hide death. This was the world that allowed one of the most terrifying creatures in Earth's history to exist. A creature so massive, so powerful, and so unreal that even modern science struggled to accept it at first. This creature was not a myth. It was not a legend. It was real. Its name was Titanoboa, the world after the dinosaurs. The extinction of the dinosaurs did not bring peace to Earth. When the dinosaurs vanished, they left behind an empty throne at the top of the food chain. Nature does not tolerate emptiness for long. Very quickly, new predators began to rise, shaped by the brutal environment of the early Paleocene epoch. During this time, Earth was significantly hotter than it is today. There were no polar ice caps. Tropical forests stretched across vast areas of the planet. Rain fell constantly, creating endless swamps, wetlands, and rivers. The atmosphere contained much higher levels of carbon dioxide, trapping heat and turning Earth into a giant greenhouse. This extreme warmth was deadly for many forms of life, but for cold-blooded animals like snakes, it was the perfect environment. The discovery that shocked science. In 2009, deep inside a coal mine in Colombia, paleontologists uncovered something extraordinary. They found enormous fossilized vertebrae, far larger than anything ever recorded from a snake. At first, scientists questioned their own measurements. The bones were simply too big. After years of analysis, the conclusion became unavoidable. These bones belonged to a snake that dwarfed every snake known to science. The creature was named Titanoboa ceruginoensis. Based on fossil evidence, Titanoboa measured between 45 and 50 feet in length and weighed well over 1,000 kilograms. Its body was thick, muscular, and built for pure power. Compared to the largest modern anacondas, Titanoboa was not just bigger, it was an entirely different scale of animal. Why Earth allowed a giant snake to exist? The extinction of Titanoboa was not an accident. It was the direct result of Earth's extreme climate at the time. Snakes are cold-blooded animals, meaning their body temperature depends entirely on their surroundings. In a hotter world, snakes can grow larger because their metabolism functions more efficiently. 60 million years ago, average temperatures in tropical regions were at least 8 to 10 degrees Celsius higher than today. This heat allowed Titanoboa to maintain an enormous body without losing energy. Without such extreme warmth, a snake of this size would not have survived. The ancient wetlands were filled with massive prey. Crocodiles were larger than modern species. Fish reached enormous sizes. Turtles possessed thick, armored shells. Food was abundant, and Titanoboa had no shortage of meals. Titanoboa was not venomous. Instead, it relied on raw strength. It hunted by ambush, waiting silently beneath the water surface until prey moved within reach. In a single explosive movement, it would strike, coil around its victim, and apply crushing pressure. The force of its muscles was enough to stop a heart within seconds. At the time, there were no predators capable of challenging Titanoboa. Mammals were small and still evolving. Humans did not exist. Titanoboa stood alone at the top of the food chain, unmatched and uncontested. Titanoboa was not just a hunter. It was a force that shaped the ecosystem around it. By eliminating weaker animals, it controlled population sizes and influenced the course of evolution. Only the strongest species survived in a world where Titanoboa ruled. Its presence turned wetlands into silent killing grounds. Where Titanoboa lived, nature moved carefully. But Earth never stays the same. Over thousands of years, the planet began to cool. Global temperatures slowly dropped. Rainfall patterns changed. Forests shrank and swamps began to disappear. With cooler temperatures, Titanoboa's cold-blooded body could no longer function at full strength. As energy became harder to maintain and prey became scarcer, Titanoboa declined.
It did not disappear overnight. Its extinction was slow, quiet, and inevitable. Eventually, the world that created Titanoboa no longer existed. And without that world, Titanoboa could not survive. Today, Titanoboa exists only as fossilized bones, but those bones tell a powerful story. They remind us that Earth is capable of producing creatures far beyond our imagination when conditions allow it. They also serve as a warning. As modern Earth grows warmer due to climate change, scientists cannot ignore the past. While Titanoboa itself is unlikely to return, extreme environments can once again give rise to extreme life. Nature adapts, always. There was a time when Earth allowed a 50-foot snake to exist, dominate and rule its world. That time is gone, but the memory remains locked in stone beneath our feet, and it forces us to ask one unsettling question. If Earth did it once, could it do something like it again? If this story made you think, if it made you uneasy, and if it changed the way you see our planet, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Z Mystery, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until the next mystery, remember this: the Earth has secrets far older than humanity, and not all of them are sleeping forever.